Hey everybody, can you believe it? We're in week number 10, and today's been a great day because I've been able to read some more of your stuff, reflect back, and because it's in week 10, I wanted to be able to look at all your grades, see how you're doing individually, and so you should have an email in your inbox from me just to say how you've been doing, and maybe it's little pointers if you're on that cusp of a C or a B, or if you're rocking it with an A. Maybe you can help some other people, especially if you're kind of sharing this class together. If you know some people who might be struggling, give them a hand. Now, we're in a kind of one of my favorite sort of genres for this class. And we've moved along sort of historically, if you noticed. From the beginning of this class, we sort of looked through history of film and history of America in particular, society through film, from its earliest black and white films all the way through. And now we're kind of going to take a break away from that journey, and we're going to look at different themes. So this week is medievalism. And then we're going to look at a fun movie, a great movie, Knight's Tale. So I'm excited for you to watch this one. It's a comedy. It's a sports film. It's also based off of Chaucer. Now, some people, if you think about Chaucer was a writer in the 1400s. But what he was writing about, when he wrote about A Knight's Tale, which was one of his many stories inside his book called Canterbury Tales. Fantastic book. It's really quite funny, actually. So this movie pays homage to that character in his book, A Knight's Tale. But even in his time period, knights and that knight culture was already old, was already gone. So he's writing about it and what he thinks about knights and sort of that whole thing, what we would call medievalism that we learned this week. And so it wasn't really of his time period, just like it's not of our time period now. It's similar to if we wrote a movie now about maybe like the Revolutionary War 100, 200 years earlier, that would be comparable to Chaucer writing about knights and sort of the knight culture of the century before, and even the 2 centuries before. So even though there was some knights and some jousting, it wasn't at the extreme as it was the century before. So, but this is a great movie that really kind of plays into that. And remember, medievalism is different than medieval ages. So you kind of see behind me here, I have a lot of medieval type stuff because I'm a medieval historian. A lot of these books behind me are medieval books. So those are talking about the real Middle Ages, trying to show the history of it. But then you have things that are sort of paying homage to the Middle Ages, or taking those tropes from the Middle Ages, those ideas, and making something new, making something their own. And that's really what the movie is all about. So think about what parts of this movie might sort of show some real aspects, which would be the real Middle Ages, and then those that are fake, those that make no sense, but just sort of fun, kind of almost a comedy element, kind of just sort of something that brings the past into the present that you would understand now. The music, the costumes, the way they're speaking, little things they put in the scenes, those are all medievalism. And it makes it more fun, and it makes it something different. It makes it not like a big action-packed movie that's based in the Middle Ages with knights fighting and all these things. It's a comedy. So I think you'll see that real quickly with this one. So have fun with this next movie next week. It's posted now, so you can even go do it this weekend if you want to, or I think if you're in a class in high school, I think you're going to maybe be able to watch it there, which is awesome. But I really recommend with these movies, if you have a chance to watch it together. I'm also going to post it. If you had a problem finding movies, if there's paywalls and stuff, I think Knight's Tale is streaming on Amazon Prime right now, so if you have that. But I'll post a link below. A student sent me of a website that has it. Now, be careful with these websites because sometimes there's viruses and stuff, so use at your own risk. But give it a try. You'll find it somewhere. It's a very good movie. It's in a lot of things. It's also through the Shasta College Library, so you might be able to find it there. Okay. So other than that, look at your grades of how you're doing. Some of you, if you're missing a lot of assignments, reach out to me. I'd love to work with you, get that grade up. But just keep doing what you're doing. Enjoy this process, learning film, seeing film in a different way, seeing how it really reflects society, and even something like this medievalism, how that sort of reflects our current society, using something from a time period hundreds of years ago with a European medieval sort of idea, reflecting of what our culture is today. Very useful tool. We see it all around us, as you saw this week. And most importantly, this weekend, have a great weekend. If you're all caught up, have some time for yourself. Take care of yourself. Do something fun. Enjoy the weather. I hope it's raining here in England, but hopefully there it's quite good for you. Take care of yourself at this time, because as we're getting further in the semester, those stresses start to come out. So it's really good to take care of yourself. Make sure you're set up for the final push in all your classes, and we're getting there. We have a few weeks left still, so we're going to look at medievalism this week. We're going to look at horror films, but don't worry if you're not into horror films. You could sort of choose your own movie, so watch as much horror as you want. There's some I'll show you that's more comedy element to it, and then we're going to look at the 21st century and different themes there. And one of your last films in this class will be your own choice, so it's really fun. So you get to take the reins and be the sort of teach that whatever movie you're going to choose. So there's a lot of fun stuff left in the class. Keep with it. You're doing well, and have a great weekend, everybody. All right, bye-bye.